and thank you for tuning in to another how-to video by Taylor. And this is on the remodeling and home repair series. Today we're going to be showing you the steps of how to install a new disposal, food disposal for your kitchen sink. And so it's just a couple of steps, and we'll go ahead and get started now. Okay, the mounting bracket you'll get with the disposal comes with this locking ring, and I've already loosened it up. You can do that with a screwdriver. And so you want to get that, remove that lock ring like this. Just snaps into a little channel right here. So you want to get that removed. Removed. That'll allow you to disassemble this mounting bracket, and you want to get the first piece here that goes up above inside your sink. And what you'll do is put a thin bead of plumber's putty all around this edge on the inside lip here, this flange, and then you'll set it in place and press it into place. Plumber's putty, you want to make it into a long snake-like, worm-like rope, and you just put it right in the corner there and put it all the way around. Like that, and then you're just going to gently press this into place, making sure there's no slack, and cut it off. The bead of plumber's putty pressed around there. Then you want to go ahead and set that in the top of the sink, just like that. What you want to do is take a paper towel the manufacturer recommends and place that over the sinkhole, and then take your a weight or the actual disposal itself, and place it on top there just to hold that in place. You can put it like this or lay it on its side. And then we're going to work from underneath, and this is to keep the flange that we put in from coming back out on us. Always a little bit of a challenging part for me. What we're going to do is reassemble the mounting bracket pieces and rings underneath the sink now with the new the upper part of the flange. We're going to connect all this to the bottom now, and so we'll go ahead and do that. So the next thing we're going to do is put together the bottom part here. And so you have this, what they call a fiber ring. It kind of looks like packaging material, a cardboard packaging material, but it's not. It's part of the system, so be aware of that. So this will go up first, and this ring looks like a triangle. Then your mounting ring with the screw heads down, oriented down, and you want to make sure that these are, like I said, this is a triangle, and you want to make sure that you have these heads go into each corner. And in order to do the next step, we're going to need to adjust these screws, and the reason for that is you have to be able to push this mounting bracket, mounting ring
up far enough so that you can snap this snap ring around this. And that's why we put the weight on the top, because as you're doing this, this flange on the upper side of the sink will want to come out on you. Alright, so we've got all the pieces in place. You kind of just need to hold it with your hand. And then, let's see, I'm going to loosen these up to give us even a little more room to work with. And this ring here, it opens. I've done this before with a screwdriver. Just about had it there. There we go. Alright, got that little snap ring in that little channel, and everything is in place in the proper order. Now you want to tighten up these screws with a screwdriver, of course. Make sure that's good and tight, each one. Make sure all that's in place. Got the fiber ring, the other triangular ring, this mounting bracket in place, the snap ring. Everything's in its place, so we'll tighten these up. Now what you want to do is check up top to see how the plumber's putty that you put in there is kind of sitting down and pressing down into the sink. And your flange on the upper side should look something like this, with the excess plumber's putty coming out. And so you just want to remove that. And we'll go to the next step. You only want to do if you have a dishwasher. If you have a dishwasher and you're going to be connecting the a dishwasher tube to it, the discharge from your dishwasher, and you'll see the piece at the top that looks like this, and inside there, it's actually there's a solid little piece where they have it, so you can use it if you have a dishwasher with a discharge or not. And we do, so you want to get a screwdriver and just put it in there and tap this gently with a hammer. Just tap that gently with a hammer, and you can see there's kind of a line around it, and it will knock out. And once it knocks out and goes inside, what you can do with a needle nose plier is just reach in there with a needle nose plier and grab the piece that you knocked out. That knocked out, it's usually going to be snagged. It's going to still be connected, so you can do that with the needle nose, or just reach in there and just snap it off. That little piece come right off. And again, that's for your dishwasher discharge connection. Only do that if you are connecting a dishwasher. What you do is remove this electric box cover from the bottom of your disposal. It'll be attached by one screw right there in the corner. And then you want to take out you have a black and a white wire. Inside here. And take those out. And this green screw is going to be your ground. You've got the cables out of the disposal, and right here the cable from your house supply is going to go, and you need to connect a electric cable connector in there. You need to screw that in. And then your armored conduit cable that's coming from the house will go inside here, and you'll tighten this screw around the metal armored electrical cable supply, and that'll go in here into the box, and then you'll connect the black to the black, white to white, and the green ground from the house will go around this screw. Alright, so this is what it should look like when you have your armored electric cable supply conduit going in to this, all the way into this connector, and then you tighten that down. Then you have the white, the black, and the ground coming from your house, and then you'll connect these together. This bare ground is going to go on this grounding screw, then black to black, and white to white with your screw nuts, and then you put the electric cover back on top here, and that's all you need to know for your electrical connections. You can also put some electrical tape around those nut connections, and make sure this screw on the connector is good and tight. Once you have your electrical connections done, go ahead and fold these wires and tuck them back into the box. Once you have your electrical connections done, the bottom of your disposal should look like this, and you're ready to flip it over and connect it to the mounting bracket. You want to connect the disposal itself with the metal ring that's connected to it to this mounting ring, and there's 3 tabs. Here's where you can adjust the tabs or tighten them up with the special tool that'll come with your disposal, and that's to twist it. And you'll see 3 of these, and those are actually pushing a little tab like this that connects onto the ring, and you have to twist these all the way until the tab that's behind here comes up over this little ridge. You can barely see. There's a little ridge here, and your disposal needs to turn all the way using these rings right here until each of the 3 tabs comes up over this, and that's kind of like a lock that will keep the disposal in place. That ring up here, you want to keep in mind the orientation of your drain and how that's going to connect to your drain. You want to make sure that it's going in the same direction here, so you'll be able to connect, and also your discharge, but that's usually flexible, and so you have a little more flexibility there. The main thing to be thinking about is the type of connections you have from your drain and how that's going to go over and connect into your disposal. And the disposal will come with a gasket, a rubber gasket that'll fit here into the connection for the drain, and then it'll come with this flange and also a discharge tube, or a drain tube. And so you want to put the flange in around there so it stops on this flange that this has. And you'll connect this. It has 2 screws that connect it, just like this. You want to tighten those down, those screws down, and then connect this to your drain. And we'll do that right now. Okay, and you'll connect here the drain. We tighten those up on that metal flange and connected this down into our drain, our P-trap, and we've got that tightened up. So we're looking pretty good so far. And we need to connect the discharge from the washing machine, and that's going to go right here with the screw clamp ring. Last step will be to connect the discharge from your dishwasher, and once you've got that connected, you're ready to go. You've got the electrical line done, you've got the tube to your drain, all that connected. You've got the connection to your dishwasher, and of course you've got this tightened up, and you need to make sure when you tighten those up and you twist those around that it does go over that tab. It is real hard actually to get it to go over that little tab, and you want to make sure you hold this in place while you're doing that, because this can have a tendency to twist on you. But you need to use that special tool and tighten that up all the way, or get somebody to help you. But then that's it. You are ready to go, ready to turn the electricity back on to the house and test it out. Thank you for watching another how-to video by Taylor. And this one was installing a disposal. If you like the video, give me a like on YouTube. I appreciate it. And also subscribe to my channel. I'll have new remodeling and home repair videos coming out regularly, and so please tune in and watch them. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Thank you.